at Zay. She's talking to Jayda. They are in love, but Zay's married.
Honestly, y'all are very messy for requesting this episode as much as you have, because why does this catfish have my name? I almost threw up in my mouth. Why would you do that to me? But we are back with Kamie and Nev for a lockdown episode. I've said it before and I will say it again. These lockdown episodes are genuinely the messiest because people act real bold, they act real crazy when they aren't face to face and they're able to hide behind a screen. It gives this false aura of protection and I don't really understand it, but let's get into the mess of it all. That is season 8, episode 16.
I'm about to tell you right now, it is about to have your ass itching.
Nev has one of his cute little sons on the call when we first get in touch with Kamie, and he's genuinely adorable. Laura quickly comes in, grabs Bo, and they head out before we get into the email. So we read the email from Zay, who is a 23-year-old barber currently living in Tampa, Florida.
You in danger, girl.
So not only is this an online episode making it messier, but we are also in Florida partly, which makes it even messier. Zay then tells us that she is married.
That is already a bad sign.
Disgusting!
And I always get extremely confused when the show essentially helps people to meet the person who they're cheating with. I don't particularly understand that part, but they keep doing it anyways. Zay has been in this relationship for about 3 years, but she claims that things changed once they got legally married and she felt alone until she met Jayda. Again, this side chick having my name is aggravating me. I wish we could call her something else. It's even more aggravating because she spells it the same way I spell it, like boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. But Jayda slid into Zay's DMs and Zay says that she quickly fell in love with her. Zay says that Jayda is amazing and she has never met anyone like her, never met anyone as caring as her. Girl, how about your wife?
What about that? What about that?
You know, the one who you are legally tied to, the one who you said you were going to be with, to love and to hold, to cherish, till death do us part. That one? How about her? You don't think she's as caring as this random girl you met on Instagram? Then why did you marry her? Real talk, real question. Why would you marry her then? About 2 months into talking, Zay says that their relationship got serious and Zay wanted to fly down to Atlanta to meet her. Lord have mercy. We have 2 of the catfish hotspots in this episode. Jayda then told Zay that they were not going to meet unless Zay came clean to her wife. But even after Zay came clean for her wife, ready to leave her wife for her side chick, Jayda refused to meet her. And period. Not period, because this is just messed up and I just feel really bad for the wife in this situation. But Zay, this is what you get. Cheaters work fast, but the devil works faster. Nev then says that
Obviously, I don't encourage cheating, whether it's physically or emotionally.
which is a very different tune than he has sung in the past, but we'll let it slide this time and this time only. I suppose he's allowed to change his mind and decide that cheating is a bad thing that not all of us do. But Kamie says that her name being Jayda is a big red flag because of Jayda and Will Smith's entanglement that has been front and center in the media for far too long. Random sidebar, I genuinely feel like Jada Pinkett Smith does not love, like, or respect her husband because she is constantly embarrassing him, embarrassing their marriage, and just letting us know all of their business when genuinely nobody asked and nobody was even thinking about it. But that's neither here nor there. We hop on a call with Zay and then we find out that she is originally from New York. Lord have mercy. At this point, if you know, you know, and if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Go back, watch the rest of the video so you can understand the New York, the Florida, and the Atlanta lore. Zay and her wife Eris are still living together and they have been together since their college days. Zay then says that Eris wasn't supportive enough through her recent grief. She doesn't really clarify what that means exactly. And she says that they were lacking sex and the lacking sex pushed her all the way away.
A lot of lacking sex. Honestly, it drew me all the way away.
Trash.
Okay, 2 things. Real quick, that's 2 things, besties. Instead of going to therapy to work through Zay's grief or couples counseling so Eris would have been able to understand how to better support Zay, Zay decided to cheat. The logic is not logicking. But also, lacking physical intimacy in a relationship, in my experience, is usually an indication of a deeper emotional issue. Something else is going on to where that person doesn't want to be physically intimate with you anymore. And using that as an excuse or a reason to step out on your partner is not okay. But also, okay, so I said 2 things, maybe I lied. Saying that the lack of sex made you step away from your wife, but then you go and begin an online relationship with someone where the basis of the relationship is literally no sex.
Make it make sense.
I'm confusion. But at this point, Zay has got me all the way fucked up. Zay claims that she communicated how she was feeling to Eris, and Eris would try to do better, but at that point, she had already been talking to Jayda, so she decided that she was over Eris, basically saying the grass was greener way over there, so she decided to let her own grass die, which is a fucking choice. We already know that cheaters never prosper on Catfish, so let's see what karma cooks up for Zay. Zay says that at first they were just having friendly conversations, but I don't think her intentions were as pure as she's trying to make them seem, because she herself said that the only reason she followed and answers Jayda's DMs is because she thought she was fine. Like, she thought Jayda looked good. Yeah, we were just friends, but I thought she was fine and I'm lusting over her. That doesn't sound like a genuine friendship to me. I don't be lusting over my friends, but maybe that's just me.
Oh!
We then see Jayda's Instagram, and it's for sure giving Catfish, like right off the bat. Like, to me, these are clearly just screenshots taken of someone else's pictures. But we then see a picture that makes it look like Jayda is also in a relationship, which is very sus, but Jayda explained it away by saying that they are just friends. After seeing their messages, Kamie says that Jayda is not an entanglement.
An entrapment. You are being trapped. You are being baited.
Which,
I know something you don't.
But Kamie also then peeps that Jayda has a 917 number, which is a New York area code. Zay just then further confirms that this is a catfish by saying that they've never spoken on the phone and they have never video chatted, which Zay says is partially because of her, because she was cheating on her wife. So she was sneaking around trying to not get caught talking to this other lady on the phone, but it also could be because Jayda's catfish. Zay then justifies her cheating some more, but we've had enough of that. You don't need to know the details about that. And Kamie then says that she thinks that Zay is being catfished by Eris, and Zay says that she doesn't think so, but when does anyone think they're being catfished by their partner when they're cheating?
Wait.
So they hop off the call, and Kamie is convinced that Jayda is someone that Zay knows in real life. Our besties then get to investigating, and Zay sent them very minimal information about Jayda, and then she also sent Eris's Instagram. The fact that you don't know very much about this girl, you can't send us a lot of information to actually do the investigation, but you're ready to leave your wife for her, is nuts. You are a dog, Zay. But they start by reverse image searching Jayda's pictures, and they get no hits, which is not shocking. They then run the phone number, which makes it clear that it's a text app number. Again, not shocking. But Nev and Kamie deduce that the catfish has to live in New York, because why would someone from Atlanta go out of their way to get a New York text app area code number? Did that make sense? You understand what I mean. But they then go back to Jayda's Instagram, and Nev gets caught up on the picture of Jayda with a caption that to him alludes to her being Jayda's wife. And we can see Zay in the comments getting pissy, which is so funny to me, because how are you getting mad about a picture when you have a whole ass wife? Get your priorities in order, please, and thank you. We then go to Eris's page, and it's private, so they send her a message asking her to reach out, but the way Nev phrased it makes it sound like he's ready to talk shit about Zay.
Would love to chat quickly with you about Zay and the whole mess she's in.
Which is kind of funny to me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did giggle. Nev then decides to look up J Barbie on Facebook, that's Jayda's Instagram name, and they find the real person behind the pictures. She clearly has a baby, and the page has more photos than the Instagram, and they even find a bunch of the pictures that are on the catfish's Instagram, so this just confirms what I already believe to be true, that Zay is being catfished.
Oh yeah.
But we then see a bunch of other Facebook pages, and J Barbie is friends with all of them. Nev then sends messages to all of the accounts just asking her to reach out. Kamie and Nev then agree that Eris is at the top of their list of suspects, and that could be because Eris is the wife, and it could also be just because the investigation didn't bring forth any real results. Nev then makes a dad joke, and what would a catfish episode be without a dad joke, and says that
Let's leave this all on simmer for the night
and see what bubbles up in the morning.
Girl.
The next morning, Kamie asks what Nev is doing, and Nev says that he's lamping. Sir, what the hell was even that? It sounds like you just made that up. But Nev then gloats about how he finally has a term that Kamie doesn't know.
Oh, I have a term you don't know.
Because in case you aren't caught up with the catfish lore, Kamie is always teaching Nev new words. Nev then looks it up in the Urban Dictionary, and it basically means that he's doing nothing. So he could have just said that he was doing nothing. I fear Nev looked up this word just so he would have been able to use a word that Kamie didn't know. But we then find out that none of their messages have been opened, let alone responded to. So Zay then hops back on the call, and she says that she's ready to find out who she's been talking to. But honestly, girl, at this point, we don't know who you're talking to either. Oh, it makes me laugh when they do these investigations and the person's like, yeah, I'm ready to find out. And they're like, well, actually, we know nothing.
What do you mean?
Like, oh, okay, that wasn't a waste of time. So they quickly run Zay through their findings or lack thereof.
Girl, don't piss me off.
At this point, they're still framing it as if the real Jayda, the one in all of the Facebook pictures, is the one that Zay is talking to. So Zay starts freaking out a little because she didn't know Jayda had a baby and that she messes with dudes and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I just think it's crazy work to be upset with somebody for dishonesty when you are being dishonest to your wife. And you're being disloyal to your wife. And you're ignoring the vows that you made with your wife.
Side eye.
But Nev says that it's likely that someone took the real Jayda's pictures because the Facebook pages are very open, they're very honest. So it doesn't make sense that she would be super different on Instagram. Like the personality would be the same, which I don't know if that's true. They then decide to reach out to the girl in the wifey picture that they saw on Instagram. They find her on Facebook and they just ask her to reach out. So Zay then starts crying and says that she's crushed because she got played.
I'm gonna be really hurt. Like, I feel crushed right now. Basically, you played me.
This girl is delusional.
Girl, are we supposed to feel bad for you? I feel bad for your wife, who you played. Zay then hops off the call and we get a message from the girlie in the picture. Her name is Kai, so she hops on the Zoom real quick. Nev quickly gives her a debrief about everything that's been going on, and Kai is relieved to hear that they are calling about her sister Jayda and not about her. She says that Jayda has so many Facebook accounts because she started the pages when she was younger, then she kept forgetting the password, so she just had to keep making new ones. So she confirms what we know to be true, that the Instagram is of course fake, and she also lets us know that Jayda is in a relationship with somebody who is not Zay.
Shut up. Shut up.
So then the real Jayda hops in the call.
Oh! Hey!
Hey, hi.
Nev quickly debriefs her and she seems shocked to hear that someone took her pictures. And the real Jayda then confirms that she doesn't have any social media aside from Facebook. She isn't talking to Zay and she actually isn't into girls at all.
Isn't that sad? I don't know. I just work here.
So Zay then hops back in the call. Child, this is a mess. It's a messy, messy mess. But Nev tells her that this is Jayda, but not the Jayda that she's been talking to because the Instagram page isn't real. Jayda confirms what she already told us and she then tells us that she is married, which, hey, what a coincidence. So is Zay.
Don't jump me.
Jayda then just extends her sympathy to Zay, which is very sweet. They thank her for her time and she hops off the call. Zay then says that she feels really betrayed, but then she says that this is her karma because she lied to her wife, so she can't be mad at anybody but herself.
I feel like it is my karma as well. Like, I can't be mad at nobody but myself.
Which, period. We love when somebody finally has a self-aware moment. Nev then texts the number that we have for Catfish Jayda. He tells her that we know that she's a catfish and asks her to hop in the Zoom. Catfish Jayda responds and she says she doesn't know if Zay wants to talk to her, but then we also at the same time get a message from Eris asking when they want to talk. So it's not looking good, brother. Because why would the catfish answer and then Eris answer almost simultaneously? They decide to just ignore Eris and focus on Catfish Jayda. Catfish Jayda asks if Eris is going to be there too. And everyone's like, what?
Everybody's so creative.
Zay says that she never told Catfish Jayda her wife's name, so it's clearly someone who knows both of them, which makes this somehow even messier when I thought it couldn't get even messier. Catfish Jayda says that she doesn't want to do this, but she will, and asks them not to be mad at her.
Be nice. I'm finding it.
Girl, what? You're catfishing. Of course somebody is going to be mad at you. What the hell? So the catfish then hops in a call and we just see a living room. Like, this is so dramatic for no reason. Girl, get in the damn camera. Nev tells her no rush, but Zay's like, I can't wait. Hurry up.
I can't wait.
Hello? We don't have all day. So the catfish sits down and Zay instantly recognizes her, and it honestly looks like Nev recognizes her too.
Makeda.
Kamie tells someone to explain quickly, and Makeda says that it wasn't Jayda who Zay was talking to, and Zay says clearly, like, we know. But Makeda and Zay know each other from college, and Kamie asks why Makeda did this. Makeda says that, Makeda or Makeda? I don't remember if it's Makeda or Makeda.
2,000 years later.
Okay, I went and looked it up. It's Makeda. So Makeda says that her and Zay are close friends and she knew that there was trouble in her marriage, so she wanted to help. Who said that? Getting your friend to cheat is helping her with the trouble in her marriage? I hope I never find a friend like Makeda because, girl, what type of sense does this make?
quickly.
It's giving you wanted Zay, so you decided to play homewrecker. Zay says that
Your whole mental and your motive behind this was really stupid.
And that's a very New York insult if I've ever heard one. But Makeda says that it's not stupid because Zay wanted to leave Eris and she got her to do that. I bet you right now, in this very moment, Zay was wishing she never stepped out on her wife. In fact, I bet at that moment, she wanted her wife back all of a sudden. Makeda says that this is what Zay wanted, but she says it in a very creepy, a very sinister way.
This is what you wanted.
It's very clear that she's attempting to shift all of the responsibility onto Zay, which yes, I would say most, if not all of the responsibility is on Zay because Zay's the one who stepped out and cheated, but that doesn't make what Makeda did any less fucked up. So Makeda then attempts to gaslight Zay and asks her what she's really upset about, and Zay makes it clear that someone she trusted abused her trust and she's just hurt, and now imagine how Eris is going to feel when she finds all of this out. Kamie then breaks up the drama and she says, Makeda, you look real familiar. Have you been on the show before? What the fuck do you mean, have you been on the show before? And then Makeda says that yes, she has been on the show before.
Have you been on the show before?
Yes, I have.
Wrong answer, forehead.
She says that she catfished a girl who was going through a hard time with her boyfriend, so basically the exact same MO as what's going on right here, right now. And I feel like it's actually insane to catfish people who are having troubles in their relationships in hopes that they will still want to be with you when you come clean, and then try to position yourself as the good guy in all of this. Like, obviously people are dead wrong for cheating, and again, like I said before, the responsibility falls on them, but Makeda is crazy for doing this shit in the first place and continuing to do it to a friend after she already got caught and was on the show.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
So Nev then asks how it all went from being a friend trying to encourage Zay to make a good decision to pursuing her romantically.
Today, Junior?
Makeda then says that she wants to say something, but she doesn't know how, and Nev, being the messy man that we all love, encourages her to tell the truth, and then she drops a bomb on us.
Me and Zay slept together.
Girl, what the fuck do you mean you and Zay slept together? What do you mean? Nothing's gonna piss me off more, but by Zay's reaction, it's clear that this is true, but she didn't want it to ever come out, because why would you ever want it to come out that you were cheating on your wife with someone who is a mutual friend to the both of you? Zay says that it was a mistake, and at this point, it doesn't sound like you're out here making mistakes. It sounds like you're being a messy cheater and trying to hide the truth, then justify your actions when you get exposed instead of doing better and owning up to what you did. Nev and Kamie are both like, what the fuck?
Zay. What the
is right?
And I feel like that's the only appropriate reaction to have in this situation. Zay then says that her and Makeda hooked up about 3 months ago. But at that point, her and Catfish Jayda had been in a relationship for 2 months and she had already been married for over a year.
Trash.
So Makeda was the side chick to the side catfish to the wife. Like, huh? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. All because you're in love with your friend who's married?
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. May friends like this never find me and the person that I am going to be married to, and I hope they never find you and the person you're going to be married to, because what the hell is even this? Makeda then says that
I slept with Eris as well. 2 days after, I slept with you.
Child, Kamie's reaction is all of us. Our girl fell right out that damn chair because what the hell is even going on right now?
Oh my God.
Zay then tells Makeda to shut up, and it's clear that Zay doesn't believe that Eris would cheat, even though Zay was out here cheating. So that's a little bit weird to me, I think. But Makeda then has the audacity to say that Eris is easy, and we all know it.
Wow, the pressure is getting worse.
Calling someone easy when you are claiming that you slept with both people in a marriage and without them knowing, without either's consent, is crazy work to me. How are you gonna slut shame somebody for doing the same thing that you have claimed to also participate in?
Disgusting!
But Zay then says that Makeda shouldn't say disrespectful shit about her wife. Pause. Because demanding that others respect your wife when you have done nothing but disrespect your wife this entire time is ludicrous. Nev and Kamie aren't speaking, but they're messaging each other on the back end in absolute disbelief, and I think that that is also messy. Everybody's messy right now. So Nev then brings Eris into the Zoom, and she isn't on camera at this point. Nev quickly fills her in, and Eris says that all of this is ridiculous. Zay then comes clean about cheating on Eris with Makeda.
I was over at Makeda's house and we slept together one time.
Eris is pissed, and rightfully so. She says that she's out here being loyal and Zay has no right to go out and do whatever she wants, because if Eris did that, Zay would not be cool with it. Which I believe to be the truth, but I just think at this point Eris needs to leave Zay. Zay has shown absolutely no remorse for her actions until she realized she got caught, and the remorse, it wasn't even for her actions, it was just for the fact that she got caught. She doesn't care for Eris's feelings as much as she cares for her own, and I feel like that is just not going to make for a happy and healthy long-term relationship, let alone a marriage. Does marriage not mean anything to anybody nowadays? Just out here stepping out on the person that you pledged to love for the rest of your life? Are you guys insane? So Nev then tells Eris that Makeda said that her and Makeda slept together, and just like that, Eris is showing her face on camera.
Oh, really?
Oh.
She wanted all the smoke at that point because Eris said that that has never happened, and she cannot believe that her vagina is being lied on.
Like, my vagina is being lied on.
I can see that Kamie was trying not to laugh, and I swear when I was watching this to take notes to talk about it with all of y'all right now, I literally had to pause the video because I was dying. It's not supposed to be funny. She's being so serious, but it is funny. So Makeda then admits that she lied, and she said it to get back at Zay
because she broke my heart. She hurt my feelings.
That's just not my problem.
Okay. So Zay then says that Makeda is crazy, and she made it clear what it was when they did sleep together, and they agreed to never speak about it again. So she doesn't understand how all of this broke Makeda's heart, and at this point I feel like this girl is focused on the wrong thing. Yes, Makeda could be in the wrong. Sure, she's in the wrong. But you are more in the wrong, Ms. Zay. And then you out here embarrassing your wife on TV. Oh my God.
You picked the right time to flaunt your foolishness in front of all of my friends, fans, family, and folks at home.
But Makeda says that she hopes that their friendship can be rekindled, but girl, fuck no it can't. Absolutely no, it cannot. And Eris tells her that in plain, straight up English.
This is not a friendship that can be rekindled.
Makeda then apologizes and says that if they don't want to be friends, that's fine. But obviously it's not fine because 2 seconds ago you said that's not what you wanted. But Makeda then says that she's done and she's ready to hop off the call. So Nev says that he hopes to never see her again under these circumstances, and then she's gone. Zay apologizes to Eris and says that she loves Eris. She will always protect her the best that she can. Aww. At this point, Zay, stop talking. Stop talking. Just your lips. Just your lips. I'll do whatever I can to protect you. You were protecting me by cheating on me multiple times with people online, with one of our friends, and then writing into Catfish.
Go to motherfucking hell.
That was protecting me? Then don't ever protect me ever, ever, ever in your life. Eris says that she doesn't want to hear anything that Zay has to say, period, and she doesn't want to be near Zay.
And I don't want to be near you, so.
Also, period. She's over everything. She says that she's done with their marriage, and honestly, thank God for that. I don't know how you would be able to stay with someone after this level of disrespect.
Mind your own business.
But Eris then hops off the call. Zay says that she's going to be okay now that the truth is out there, and she feels bad for seeing how it affected Eris. Again, I just feel like Zay doesn't really have a lot of empathy or compassion for other people. She just feels bad because she got herself into this fucked up situation, and she realizes now that she actually wants to be with her wife still, because the grass wasn't greener. But now the grass here, where she's at with Eris, it's dead. It's fucking dead. Not only is it dead, it got lit on fire. Someone poured gasoline, they stomped on it, they tore it all up. But Zay thanks them for their help and hops off the call. In our little follow-up, we find out that unfortunately, Zay and Eris are working on their marriage.
If you like it, I love it, says a black woman who neither likes or loves it.
I can see that Eris takes those vows, that commitment very seriously, and I can only hope that Zay will if Eris decides to give her another chance, or multiple chances, I should say, rather. But Makeda claims to feel terrible, and she says that she hopes one day Zay and Eris can forgive her, and girl, that is not going to happen. Let's be real. But besties, that was the end of this episode. Again, I can understand why you wanted us to talk about it because it's very messy, but I don't know if I can forgive you for requesting this episode so much because the person who was in the wrong was using my name.
Side eye.
It felt disgusting to have to say, yeah, Jayda is a catfish, Jayda is a liar, because I am none of those things. But thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you're aware of every single time that I upload. If there's another episode you'd like to see me cover or another series you'd like to see me cover, you can drop it in the comments down below, or you can leave me a DM on Instagram right over here. Thank you so much for being here, besties, and I will see you in the next video.